Hey y'all, it is October the 7th, 2025. Kind of an infamous day. I don't know if you could hear in the background. It's a garbage truck. I think a recycles truck coming to pick up stuff. I don't know if that's distracting you. An infamous day, October the 7th. And I actually, not too long from now, I want to see about covering a little bit of news regarding that, regarding October the 7th, and I probably shouldn't have to remind you the significance of October the 7th. But as you can imagine, in a very random place of San Antonio, there's supposed to be, which doesn't make any sense, it doesn't begin to make sense, there's supposedly supposed to be armed student protests in and around the south side of San Antonio. I don't know. I just don't know why. And law enforcement, they are aware of it. And they're trying to stop it. By God, they should stop it. That sounds ridiculous. But we're not here for that right now. We're actually chilling in the backyard. I want to give y'all a little bit of a backyard update real quick. So I'll give you a gander. All right, so right now, let me just lean back a little bit and give y'all a view. Straight chilling. Straight chilling. This is a table that you've probably already seen. Very convenient. It's just so dang convenient how it slips up under my legs. I could use it as one of them tables for eating bed and breakfast type stuff. I don't even have to move. It's right there. So damn convenient. As I sit in my seat, give you another view of that. It's just an inclined bench press seat right now, so it's angled pretty well for relaxation. Okay, and also, I don't know if you've seen the rug up under here. Pretty nice, right? I don't know if it's a rug, but it's like a mat. Alright, pretty damn nice. Alright, so, this is how it's looking. Got the gym over here, of course. All the gym implements, the fly swatter, just in case, dude. Just in case they want to come around. Alright? I'm actually wearing pants, if you can see. Jogger pants that I got gifted to me by my man, El Nino. Just the other day for my birthday. It's not cold out here, but supposedly they'll do well to help you if you're working out outside in the cold. I put them on because of the bugs, and you can't really see them. When it comes to these bugs, they'll bite you. They'll bite the crap out you. On your legs especially. You can't really see them, but they'll get you. That's why I got the fan on. Right? Shout out to Angela Tate. She was saying, watch out for the vibes and, the frequencies and stuff. I totally agree, and I am watching out for that. However, got to get these bugs off you. You don't want them biting you up, right? And they will bite you up in an instant. It's terrible. And of course, shout out to May Trademark, obviously, all the time. He say, there's different, of course, remedies for that, to include certain kind of smoke. If you put smoke on you, the bugs won't want to get you. Although I'm sure that that's true. I just can't be putting smoke on me necessarily. I'll be walking in the house, smelling all smoky. My mom wouldn't like it, right? So I'm just chilling out here. And like I said, shout out to the fly swatter, just in case. I don't need it, not right now, but just in case I did need it, put an end to any kind of fly. I did so the other day. And, just keep flying around me. If you're one of those flies, Oh, just keep pestering me. See if you don't get deleted with a vengeance, right? We're going to talk about that more later. Suffice it to say, anybody who's against the Second Amendment, and the Second Amendment should be worldwide, really shouldn't even be any limitations on the Second Amendment. Anybody who's against the Second Amendment is actually for war, and you're pro-war, and you love it. And you're pro-October the 7th, and you're pro-everything else destructive to women and children. That's for sure. And you got to know it. Because, see, when people are helpless, this is when people get attacked where they live. When people get attacked where they live, all of a sudden there's like a, there's like a reason for war, isn't it? However, if everybody had their Second Amendment, if everybody stays strapped all the time, it'd be kind of hard to run up on them at any given time. You wouldn't be able to rob them. You wouldn't be able to, because for a fact, everyone everywhere is strapped up. I just can't play around. Yeah, you might act right, you might live right if you knew that. Anybody against that loves war, and they love pillaging of innocent people. All right. So, let's just get that out of the way. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention, the main thing, is this over here. You might see this already. I got a little rack, and we got a garbage truck. There's two different ones that are coming by. But I got this rack. I don't even know if you hear that, but it's kind of loud. All right. This right here. See, what I want to exclaim right now is that I'm here to update, and I'm here to glamorize and luxurize this whole backyard setup, right? That's my intentions. All right, but I also do not want to spend money now. I do have money. I might talk with y'all about that more later. I don't even have a job. I haven't had a job for like a month or so, a little bit over a month, and it's actually working out in my favor a lot. And so I appreciate this vacation that I've been having. I've never had a vacation like it, and it's pretty awesome. And I do have money. I got an income coming in, but I don't want to spend the money on anything unless it's absolutely necessary. So I say that just to say that this rack, I did not buy it, nor did I steal it. Right here, very convenient, rolls around. Actually, someone was throwing it out, so I just took it. I said, took it. They didn't know what to do with it. I do. Put this plant on there. Now, I'll have you know about this plant. So we just got it. I forget what it's called. For the moment, it's not really necessary, but it's a nice little, pretty little plant. Now, it was given to us by a neighbor, and it wasn't given to us. It was given to my mom for her birthday by a neighbor. This neighbor didn't realize at the time when he was buying her this plant that my mom is not a nurturer, if you will. She doesn't have nurturing in her system, all right? And there's a lot of people who be taken aback by that and say, oh man, well, that's, why you got to say that about your mom? Or like, that's not normal. A lot of people say that it's not normal for a woman to not be a nurturer. And these people, I want to just have you know, if you didn't already know, are naive. They're naive people. And they believe what they've been told, regardless of the reality that's around them. But for people who are not so naive, they already know it, and I might want to remind them, women in general are not nurturers. Okay? And I know it's blowing people's minds. Statistically, in general, women are not nurturers. Some women are nurturers. Obviously, most women are not. Okay? And the same could probably be said about men too as well. I'm not like hyping them up or anything. Probably most men are not nurturers, or see, that's actually debatable. But there's certainly plenty of men out there who are not nurturers. I'm here to tell you, statistically speaking, that men are much more so nurturers than women. And this has always been the case for the foreseeable future. It will always be the case that statistically, more so men are nurturers, not women. And women love to fall back on like, oh, what about, we got breastises and blah blah blah, and we're soft, and the children need us for nourishment and nurturing and stuff like that. First of all, there's plenty of women out there who do not use their breastises for that purpose at all. Instead, they'll like rely on some weird formula concoction to nourish their babies. The thing is, what I would like to just explain real quickly, women are not like, they don't deserve the credit, especially for their breastises. Right? I mean, really think about it. Did the women typically, did they do something to make sure that their breastises were in peak condition for the nourishment of children? Not usually. No, they didn't. That's God. God is the one that put the breastises on the women. God is the one that made these women soft in order for children to feel comfortable on them. And might I also add that, typically throughout history, the reason why women nurture children typically is because a man said, hey, listen, I have a child. You're going to nourish this child, and I don't care what you say. And if you don't nourish the child, it's going to be big problems. Big problems. And this is the reason throughout time in which children have gotten nourished by women. They're not nurturers. Not by nature. There are exceptions, of course. It is the minority, right? So obviously this goes for everything to include plants. I knew from the second one, my neighbor didn't know. My mom totally admitted it. She said, if I have this plant stuff, the plant's going to die. I just simply can't do anything. And so I took it because I'm actually, in that sense, I hate to brag, kind of a nurturer. I'm pretty damn good with plants. I love having gardens, and I might have a garden this next spring. I have intentions on doing so. And really, when you think about it, it does not take a lot to give this plant nourishment. It really doesn't take a lot or a long time. You just got to have a little bit of sense, and you got to have nurturing in your soul and your psyche, right? So right now, we had this plant just for a little while, a week or so, a little bit less than a week, and it's the first time I'm watering it. I didn't really need water yet. I was feeling the soil on a daily basis to see how moist it was. We had it inside. I didn't like that. I don't think the plant liked that, so I brought it outside. So happened someone was throwing out this rack, and so I was like, hey, this would be perfect for the plant. That way I can move it around just all willy-nilly and with the greatest of ease. All right, so move it into the sun, out of the sun, whatever I want. Right now, I got a little glass tray under it. I want to get another tray because that's actually a cooking dish. I prefer not to use my cooking dish, but I didn't have another tray right now. There's a tray up under it for the people who have no idea, right? Because there are plenty of people who do not know at all about a plant. I put a tray up under it. That way when I water it, say from the top of the pot, which I did earlier this morning, it catches the water down there that comes out of the bottom. There's going to be water that comes out of the bottom, right? And then it would just fall on the ground, go into the grass, and it would be wasted. It wouldn't be wasted because the grass would get the water. But however, for my plant, it wouldn't be able to utilize it to the maximum. And so that's why you put a tray up under it. Not only is the soil kind of wet and stuff, I watered it, but now it's got time to soak it up from the bottom, from the roots, just as long as it wants to get some more water to make sure its thirst is absolutely quenched. Now, in about an hour or so, I'll go ahead and I'll take the glass tray and remove it. That way, the plant doesn't feel suffocated by the water. Basically, it's going to use up the water and the oxygen inside of the water. And once the water has no oxygen, really, then it's going to start to like kind of drown this particular plant. This particular plant needs very good drainage. So these are all things to be considered. All things that I've known. I just looked it up, and it's very easy to know. I'm kind of a nurturer, and that's what men do. It's not what women do. I'll have you know. Not the majority of women. It's not statistically proven at all. And that's just another part of brainwashing that people don't never question. And that's fine, because we acknowledge reality around here. So I'll holler at you a little bit later. It is October the 7th, 2025.